Hi and welcome to my new moon reading. This new moon in April is quite something because this new moon is together with Chiron in Aries. And I pulled some cards. And the cards that I've pulled are Mars, which is also connected to Aries, Greed, Mabon, Imbolc and Stuck. I mean, Mars is connected to, but this is what I want, but this is what I'm striving for. I want to get it, and how do I get it? And the impulse to do it. Mars is not only sexuality, but it is also the strive, the want, the impulse to do something. And with greed, it is also on steroids. So it means that this is a time where we really want things to happen. With Stuck and with Chiron, the cards and also the astrology says, well, if we push too much, we might get wounded. It is better to be like Imbolc. And Imbolc is a time during spring when new life is still in the belly of the goddess. And it is all about protecting new life, protecting what is sacred. And what is blossoming still needs a lot of protection and a lot of care. It does only hurt if we push too much, or if we want too much, are too greedy, then we, funny enough, will end up stuck, will end up that we actually can't move anymore. This new moon is also together with Mercury, so we are also very fast in our minds. We have a lot of ideas how we can move forward and how fast things could be. But if it's not as fast as we wish it to be, then we cannot change. It is about being humble and being respectful and also trusting that we can come out of this rut where it always seems the same and the same, because this is the other side. On one hand we want a lot, and on the other hand we feel like, okay, I'm always stuck, it's always the same, I never will achieve what I want, and we feel very frustrated. New moon together with Chiron, we feel very, very hurt. But also this is not the whole truth. It is advised to protect what is new and to find new ways to bring things into life, and that the moment we bring things to life in a new way and we are able to be very careful with it, we might get new ideas and visions about how to come out of this rut. Because in astrology we have Venus and Saturn and Mars and Juno, the planet of relationship. I said at the beginning of the year that this is to me the year of relating and relating in a new way. And the stellium of planets in Aquarius are in a square to Uranus. So this is about, again, about this. We want to really move fast, but we somehow feel contained, and the truth is neither on one side or the other. It is not in pushing forward too fast, nor is it in containing too much. It is mostly about finding the balance between different impulses and dancing with them and being patient with them and trusting that if it's time. Chiron is about, we cannot force things. It will change when it is time. Chiron is connected to Pisces. It is about divine grace, when something will change, when we will experience something new. What we can do, or what we can do to prepare this to happen, is that we stop being in the same push and pull, or being in the same hamster wheel over and over again. Oh, I failed, now I do it again, but I have to do more, but I have to do more, but I have to do more, and I have to do faster, and somehow I will break through. And that this is not the way. The astrology and the cards say that during these weeks, this is not the way. These next weeks will humble us, but also maybe because this is a very humbling new moon, it might be a perfect preparation for this beautiful and magical conjunction between Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces, where something is really opening up and divine grace is opening and coming down to us, trusting that we are connected to more than we can see with the eye at the same time, and that life is more that we can grasp with our senses, and to trust that the solution of what we want, what we desire, is already there. If it is truly connected to us, it already exists, and it is just a matter of time until it happens, but it will happen. In Chiron there is also the promise of grace. It is the promise of being hurt and being humbled, because being alive is being hurt. being in a body means that we will suffer. But there is also at the same time the promise of redemption, the promise of blessing, the promise of grace, and the promise also this will end and will be transformed and transmuted into something new and something different, like the caterpillar and the butterfly, that we have to trust this process, and that if we try to push too much with our will, we will fail and we will feel even more hurt. I would say this is now a time to be aware of what we want and to stand for what we want, but also to surrender to something bigger and how to achieve it. So I hope this was helpful. I wish you a very blessed time and a very magical Jupiter and Neptune conjunction. Till next time, namaste.